How I forced my wife to cut off her sister, and I do not regret it. I, 43 male, and my wife Mandy, 41 female, have been married for 17 years. We have 2 twin boys and an overall normal suburban life. But our upbringings were very complicated. I was raised by a single mother after my father decided that having a family was too much for him. I never saw him again. But that was nothing compared to what my wife had gone through. Me and my wife met while we were still living in our hometown. It is a small place where almost everyone knew each other personally or at least recognized each other by face. It was also pretty divided by class. The upper class side of town was gated, and most of the folks that lived there kept to themselves and hardly ever came around to our side. To a visitor, this was odd, but to us, it was normal. So normal in fact, that when I first saw Mandy working at our local bar, I knew immediately she was from the upper side of town because I had never seen her before. I was 24 at the time, she was 22. We struck up a conversation, one thing led to another, and before I knew it, we were on our 3rd date. Up until that point, she was not very open about her life. But on the 3rd date, she opened up completely, and I was shocked by how quickly I had judged her. When she was 1.5 years old, her biological father died in a motorcycle accident. The insurance payout was enough to help keep her and her mom afloat while her mom also worked part-time at a warehouse, and Mandy was being looked after by an elderly woman her mom had met at a support group for grieving widows. This elderly woman inevitably became good friends with her mom and introduced her to her son, a 34-year-old investment banker named David, living large and incredibly shallow underneath his good looks. Her mom and David got married 8 months later, and soon, her mom fell pregnant with Mandy's half-sister, Andrea. But what Mandy told me next about David shocked me to my core. Follow for part 2.